Tonight at What Culture Pro Wrestling, we have the Kurt Angle Invitational. And Kurt Angle has personally invited Prince Ameen to be part of his invitational. Now, all I have to do is beat 14 other people. And that can easily be done when you're Prince Ameen, because Prince Ameen will simply offer these people money that they can't refuse. And I will be the victor. I will beat wrestling royalty. What are you doing? Can't you see we're filming?
I know, but I overheard, and you do realise you're not in the invitation.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you want to turn around and walk the other way.
Prince Ameen, please, you are not in the invitational. Kurt Angle has said himself he's asked for Gabriel Kidd, but you're not here. You're not one of the 15. Yeah, you are. He's asked for you personally. So we need to get something filmed a wee bit later, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
That's it.
Hey.
The Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble. Well, I got 3 words for you. Moose. Moose. Moose.
My name's the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, and at Stacked, I surprised everybody when Eric Bischoff entered me into a 3-way dance with EC3 and El Ligero. It turns out I'm full of surprises, because tonight I'm going to shock everybody. I'm going to throw 14 other men out of that rumble, and I'm going to go on to take on Kurt Angle.
Joining me just now is El Ligero. Thank you for taking the time to speak to me. Now, you've just finished your match with our champion, Joseph Connors there. Didn't work out for you. How are you feeling after that? We'll be seeing you in the Kurt Angle Invitational. A match against 14 other men. You must be so excited for it. But strangely enough, I refuse to lose. You've already got a match against Jay Lethal. That means you'd be wrestling twice in the one night. Surely even a man of your stature, your athleticism, that's pushing it. You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? Right. Okay. Yes, that's fine. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. This way.
One match to Kurt, one match to Drew. What's going to sell more tickets, what the fans going to want to see more than Drew Galloway Angle 3, and it can happen right here and it will happen right here. So I'm going to take everyone out, and what have I got over everyone else aside being a lot taller, better looking, and an aggressive asshole? Bleep me. I've been in plenty of Royal Rumbles, that's what I've got. So I'll see you all out there, and brace yourself for Galloway Angle 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone wants to know why Travis Banks is going to win the Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble. Well, let me change the question on you. Why not? You see, I've wrestled in 8 different countries. I've survived the dojos of Japan. I've pulled myself out of the deepest, darkest corners of this planet, and you think 14 other men is going to stop me? Well, let me tell you, as far as the world knows, New Zealand's only as good as the Bushwhackers. But after tonight, Travis Banks and New Zealand Strong Style is going to put New Zealand on the map.
With me just now is Primey. Primey, tell me, what can the What Culture fans expect to see from you in the Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the ring, James Kennedy!
You're seeing the entrance video for Prospect, but of course Kennedy coming out here on Loaded is going to be somewhat of a shepherd without a flock, because Prospect are suspended from WCPW thanks to Eric Bischoff.
And what a load of crap that is. So let me just re-educate you on this, Dave, just to check I've got this right. So during a match between Big Damo and Aaron Stevens, right, Prospect interfered in that match, and as a result, Eric Bischoff suspended Prospect.
Yes.
So because of a match involving a person who no longer works here, Prospect gets suspended. by a person in charge for the night that no longer works here. So why is the suspension still in place?
Alan Pacitti is our normal general manager. He agreed with Bischoff.
Don't get me started on Pacitti. Honestly, it's just biased managing, referee. It's just a conspiracy against this man for being so great. He's so angry, he's taken his glasses off indoors. That's how you know it's a big deal. He's fuming.
What Culture Pro Wrestling, don't mess with me because I can assure you I am not in the mood. You see, upon arriving at the building today, James R. Kennedy was informed that Alex Gracie, Lucas Archer and Drake were suspended by What Culture Pro Wrestling.
Travesty. Absolute travesty.
You've already admitted they interfered in the match.
So, I did what great men always do, and I found a solution. What Culture? They like to tell everyone that they're bringing international flavour to this dump, Newcastle.
He makes a good point.
Yeah, you heard me right. Newcastle's a dump. Deal with it. Cody Rhodes, the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, Bret the Hitman Hart. Well, you have Americans, you have Canadians. Well, James R. Kennedy has been scouring the globe looking for prospects of his own.
Oh, I'm excited.
And I ignored America, I ignored Canada, and I went straight to Mexico.
Oh, who's it going to be?
So, please allow me, join me if you will, in welcoming my latest prospects that I assure you I will turn into legends before your very eyes. Lucha, Archer, and the great El Draco, Los Perspectivas.
Oh my God, these guys are like, what? They're like the tag team Rey Mysterio and Alberto Del Rio. This is huge.
It's ridiculous.
Dave, me and you, our other job, we're the commentators for AAA in Mexico. How have you not heard of these guys?
El Draco? What? It's obviously Prospect.
Oh, they come from an amazing wrestling lineage. In fact, these guys, which you've heard of the famous AAA star Pentagon Jr., right?
Yes.
Well, these guys were trained by the great-grandfather of Pentagon Jr.
The great-grandfather?
Yeah, the legendary Square Senior. How have you not heard of him?
You are such an idiot. Not as much as these two idiots. Lucas Archer and Drake, quite transparently, coming out here.
Where?
Look in front of you. You're not seriously going to indulge this, are you?
Get on the IMDb database and you will find that these guys had cameos in Nacho Libre.
LX.
Yes, Lucha.
Kennedy with a Cheshire Cat's grin on his face.
Apparently these guys were a great inspiration for Rey Mysterio.
How old are you trying to claim these two
are?
Oh,
I mean, they've been around. I mean, like, they taught Mil Mascaras how to do a forward roll and how to suck his chest in.
How much is Kennedy paying you to say all this nonsense?
That's my job as a colour commentator. Oh, look at that. I mean, you're not going to see that anywhere else. That is Mexican through and through.
A shoulder roll.
That's as Mexican as a tortilla. And that's
I think he hurt himself there, did what we're supposed to be calling Archer? Cheerio or something. Los Perspectiva.
Cheerios? That's a breakfast cereal.
It's not what I said. The crowd are mocking this supposedly Mexican team.
They're showing respect. Dave, I mean, the big wigs in AAA and CMLL will be watching this one and thinking, how do we let these guys go? I mean, like, Alberto Del Rio leaving WWE was a big story, but I'm telling you, this one may just be equally
as big. They don't work in
AAA.
We work in AAA, and we would know if we'd ever seen them in AAA. How stupid do you think I am?
What, on a scale of 1 to 10?
And introducing their opponents.
Onfe is Spanish for 11.
They are the team of Prince Ameen and his manservant, Gabriel Kidd.
Speaking of stupid situations, Prince Ameen being piggybacked to the ring by his manservant, Gabriel Kidd. This Prince Ameen is a real piece of work. I don't know how long Kidd is expected to live up to this stipulation where he has to serve Ameen's every whim.
Well, seeing as I have a diploma that I got on the internet in contract law, I can tell you that if Gabriel Kidd disobeys any of the orders of Prince Ameen, then he automatically is fired from WCPW. So, I mean, that's the extent of their manservant master relationship. Although, seeing as Gabriel Kidd's just 19, would that make him a kid servant, or is that sort of breaking some sort of weird law?
So I just want to know where you got an online degree in law.
Oh yeah, from Ratchet, Cratchit and Scratchit solicitors.
You have a minor in Spanish as well. I was moderately impressed by your grasp of foreign language there.
I have no interest in Spanish minors, just to clear that. What were you saying?
Never mind. Just go back to your fantasy world where the two men that Ameen and Kidd are facing tonight aren't prospects.
And look at that turban. I mean, I'll tell you what, do you know, we should start it. Prince Ameen is just such a machine in that ring, and with such dress sense, I think I'm going to call him the Turbinator. What do you think?
I think that's awful, and I think you'll probably drag that out for as long as you possibly can. Look at these two idiots in masks. You've got to think there's going to be consequences. Adam Pacitti is not going to allow his ruling to be so flagrantly disobeyed as it is here.
And I mean, why you've been like just flapping your gums and complaining, I just want to point out the kind of international flavour we have here, because we have the best in Mexico versus the best in India alongside someone who resides in Nottingham. I mean, that is like United Colours of Benetton.
Not from Mexico, are they?
They are. They are from Mexico City. Look, this is rock, paper, scissors, but the Mexican version.
Has anyone ever tried to sell you shares in a pyramid scheme?
Well, the Egyptians were very much into that, apparently. And I have been handed a very important notice ahead of this contest, Dave.
What?
That the paella driver ban has been lifted for this match.
Oh my, who is writing your material?
It's a lethal move, particularly when it's got uncooked chicken in it.
So it's Kidd and Archerio. Why am I... It's Archer, it's Lucas Archer.
Where? I'm going to keep doing that every time. I feel that you're disrespecting the Mexican heritage.
I'm disrespecting the Mexican heritage. These two clowns come out here, pretend they're Lucha Libre superstars.
These two are more Mexican than El Ligero would ever dream of being. There you go. I can't wait to read the comments section on that one.
You can't read, can you?
Have someone do it for me. Oh, look at that clothesline. God, Gabriel Kidd. This guy, I tell you, this is where you can see that the mentoring, the tutelage and the assistance that he's gained from Prince Ameen has just been so valuable.
Although he's not entirely obedient, is he? Kidd going against his master's wishes. At Stack, you see these repeated vertical suplexes from Kidd. Kidd teaming with Liam Slater.
And even Gabriel Kidd there with a homage to Eddie Guerrero. See, he respects the heritage of these Mexican sensations.
And now you're calling them Mexican sensations.
The real Mexican sensations. You're the only one that doesn't get it.
What? Suddenly, El Liguero's in your firing line, is he?
It's not my firing line. It's just, you know, we're in the presence of Mexican idols. I mean, kids idolise. Yeah.
Tell me more about this El Draco who's in the ring now.
Well, El Draco.
What's he done in CMLL or AAA?
He is a former King of the Super Triple Crown Junior Tortilla weight champion. Twice he's actually won that belt. That's on my notes. And, you know, he... can you just commentate?
Yeah. I don't feel like I have to respond to that. The prosecution rests its case. Here comes Ameen, tagged in by Gabriel Kidd.
And look at that wrist lock. Look at that. I mean, that is a textbook wrist lock. If you had a textbook of wrestling moves, there would be a picture of Prince Ameen doing that right there.
Kidd just did the exact same thing. You didn't give him credit.
It's just better when Ameen does it.
Well, Ameen is demanding that Kidd comes back in and takes over. Is that a brilliant wrist lock as well?
Terrible wrist lock. One of the worst ones I've seen. Look, he can't even put it on straight. He's applying more pressure. Armbar. Twist it round. And now watch this. This is it. He is Ameen by name and Ameen by nature. It's going to be a mean wrist lock. Oh, that was mean.
It wasn't a wrist lock.
Well, it's more effective. You drop an elbow. And Dave, I'm feeling a little bit tense, a little bit anxious, because we are just around the corner from the Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble. 15 men fighting for the opportunity to take on an Olympic gold medalist wrestling sensation.
I thought you might be feeling tense and anxious because your credibility's gone down the toilet.
Oh, look at that! See, did you tell me that it's not Mexican wrestling? Look at, Dave, that's incredible.
Just because he can do one Lucha Libre influenced move doesn't mean he's an authentic Mexican.
Somewhere, Juventud Guerrera is watching this and he's turning in his chair. Probably because he's inebriated. But that is just wow.
Kidd with the rear waist lock on El Draco. Because if these guys were such experienced luchadors, they know you don't even need to make a tag in Lucha Libre. Well, the referee is being distracted by Drake.
Well, that's what happens when you're a rudos.
A what?
A rudos.
They don't know the meaning of the word.
It's like a Mexican heel.
It's a kick to the lower part of the back from Lucas Archer. What is it? Archerio. Totally ridiculous. Well, Prospect or Lost Perspectiva colliding with each other. Kidd going to go for a double clothesline. Instead, a double back suplex on Kidd. And Archer goes for the cover, only gets two.
That move is called the Tequila Sunrise. Hold on.
So, Prince, in fact, Your Majesty. We need to cut a little deal. We need to talk Turkey. I don't know if you like Turkey, but I know you do not like that man.
In the middle of a wrestling match.
A little deal. You don't need my money, but I'll give you motivation. Screw him over. I've seen the way he looks at you. He disrespects you.
Yeah.
Gabriel Kidd is nothing but a disrespectful punk.
Yeah, I've been saying that.
Cause him to lose, and both of us get exactly what we want. Think about it.
This is ridiculous.
Kidd, you heard the man. I own you. I own you. What
He does.
you need to do is listen to me and lay down and give this brand new tag team the victory. Come on, lay down.
Oh my God, this may be the most talked about moment since the finger poke of doom.
Well, Kidd's not going to do this, is he?
Hey, look. These
Kevin Nash did.
people are stupid peasants. You don't listen to them, you listen to me. So lay down. That's right.
Kidd is being instructed to lay down.
If he doesn't lay down and he goes against being a manservant, he's fired. He's gonna, yeah, look at this. Yes. This is the smartest thing he's ever done. Respecting the Mexican lineage.
This is, yeah,
Oh!
Kidd can't do that.
Oh no!
There is a limit.
You can give me the finger all you want.
That sounded weird. He didn't mean it in that way.
What you need to do.
That's a little bit uncalled for.
Thank you. I even thought about
Ameen struggling to be heard.
Hey, what you need to do is lay down. I own you. And I am your master. I am Prince Ameen. You are my servant. You lay down.
Kidd's thinking about this, but
What is there to think about? Either he lays down or he gets fired.
there's only so much indignity one human being can take.
Tell that to Virgil.
No, he can't. There's no way.
I'm not gonna lie down to you. I'm never gonna lie down to you. Well, hey, there's that. Hold on. What? I love this attitude. However, I am your master and you are contractually obliged to do what I say. And if you don't, you will be fired from
told ya.
Culture Pro Wrestling.
It's amazing what you can learn about contractual law on the internet. I'm telling you, it's exactly what I said.
It's up to you. You carry on doing this, you carry on being an idiot, or you actually listen to me and you keep your job. Lay down.
Everything about this situation is ridiculous. It shouldn't even be a match. Prospect shouldn't be allowed in the building. Ameen shouldn't be allowed to tell Kidd he has to throw the match.
And I tell you what, it's a 0-hour contract as well, so he's got absolutely no rights. It's a great situation. Yeah, go and lay down, kids.
I can't. No, he won't.
Do it for Mexico.
Ridiculous.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Completely
the winners of the
absurd.
match, Los Perspectivo!
Los Perspectiva. An absolute lowlight here on Loaded as a team who shouldn't be allowed here, brazenly defying the wishes of our general manager and then cutting a deal with Prince Ameen so that his manservant Gabriel Kidd has to lie down. Are you proud of what you just saw?
We just saw an international trade agreement happen right here in the second match. I mean, that's political. That's huge.
How utterly demeaning. How demeaning for Gabriel Kidd. Well, anyway, as this one draws to a close, we are getting ready for that huge Kurt Angle 15-man Invitational Rumble. The winner to face the Olympic gold medalist at Refuse to Lose on October 6th.
And look at that form of transport. Something tells me Uber has nothing to be scared of.
15 men, the Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble. It's next, here on Loaded.